Everybody. I'm just doing a little short video about consciousness and how we bring peace into the world. And I wrote a little something I'd love to share with you. So I hope this helps you out for bringing peace back to Earth and also for preparing for 5D, which I call the process of futuring, which is a verb. You're working now for the future to change it for thousands of years to come, as we bring in a more harmonic frequency into this dimension. Okay. Peace on earth and preparing for 5D. When we are not creating harmonically as we were meant to, sickness, boredom, pain, longing, regret, and all those low frequency elements invade our bodies with glee. A state of peace from within can only be reached by interfacing with that which is divine. We all know that our matrix is severely compromised by duality. So when we invest our creative currency into it, we receive back the negative elements from it. This is when we often ask, where is God, divine creator, whoever you like to call it? Well, I believe we create in the presence of God by living in a state of unity consciousness. Prime creator source can only exist within the morphogenetic field when we are at one with each other and ourselves. Our adversaries know this, which is why they work so hard to create schisms amongst us and keep us separated in opposing camps of their own making. Disease comes from living in the godless, low-frequency environment they are constantly creating, that we are allowing them to create around us, and that we are helping them to even build. We then become the constructors of our own prisons, and we must stop contributing our precious creativity into the matrix in any way that we can. Every false light geomantic invention surrounding us helps them maintain disparity and division, which is not sacred. Their Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, which they use as a spellbinding mechanism, and it is wrong, out of harmony, undivine, and has discarded the feminine frequency entirely. This omission has had a huge negative effect upon our psyches, whether we recognize it or not. The infiltrators of our earth understand the power of symbolism, and it is flashed in our faces 24/7 in order to maintain dissonance from whence war itself originates. If we want to live in a world of peace and harmony, it's just a matter of, matter. The famous scientist Max Planck said, matter is a derivative of consciousness. So I say to that, a state of peace is then easily attained. Peace is simply represented by the matter that surrounds it. So the question is not what is the matter with war. The question is, what is the matter of peace? Going back to our prime creator now. God the Father can never be at the pinnacle of the apex of existence. God can only exist within our presence if we are there to witness it, as in the quantum physics theory of observation. Except here we are feeling a presence by observing God through our higher spirit selves. Source creation energy can only exist within a conscious, unified field, and it requires both entities to create the third entity of peace on earth through harmony. Within the power of the ultimate Trinity, we see that there is no God the Father, there is no God the Mother, and Prime Creator Source does not concern itself with gender at this point of pure consciousness. It is not the defining element of itself, as it is in fact pure consciousness working with the elements of magnetism and electricity, which are by definition male and female, working in tangents with pure consciousness to create all matter in the universe. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost are all, it's wrong. So this is why we need a new template for the new earth, which includes the male and the female together. God just is. Even though God is the source of all creation, God relies on the universal law of electromagnetism to activate. And this is the merging of the magnetism and sound of the feminine energy and the electricity and light of the masculine energy. So the current trinity we have could never work. And you are a fractal expression of God in the now. God is what you want God to be. Just as we see this ungodly existence around us of pain and war and suffering that has been created by beings whose prime deity is satanic, so too can we surround ourselves in harmony through connecting with divine source and bringing that high frequency energy here and around us with everything that we surround ourselves with to create peace on earth. And once these frequencies become really, really high, then the low frequency invaders of our planet, the off-world parasites, begin to just dissipate and die because they can't withstand being in high frequency arenas. So that's all we have to do is just bring our own frequency up as high as we can, no matter what happens around us. If we desire the presence of peace and harmony in our realm, then it follows that through unity consciousness, we shall summon that, just as our adversaries have summoned the false light to reign among us. That is the power of the true Trinity. And we must invoke the high frequency presence of Prime Creator Source through unity consciousness to dwell upon this plane. Without our vital beingness, God cannot just appear out of nowhere. The God presence can only be present through the high frequencies that we emanate from this divine energy source, because you are Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is creator source. You are also creation currency, and God is whatever you imagine God to be. There exists a pure consciousness code for all matter, and therefore all manifestation, which is now revealing the Trinity path for the angelic human to manifest the new earth. So let's apply these simple rules and find our way into the new earth, the golden age, 5D, and whatever you want to call it. Anything's better than what we got now. Thanks for listening. Bye. And please leave comments, suggestions, questions, whatever you have for us. And we'll try to get back to you in the next show with some of the answers. Thank you. Bye.